Goku, the main character of Dragon Ball and a fighter who continues his journey day and day. Over the years that we've seen him, he's learned more as far as being a fighter, but this wouldn't have been possible without him learning from others. These other people are Goku's masters. They're like a teacher figure and educate Goku on fighting, ki control, or just all around improving. And throughout the series of Dragon Ball, Goku has had many masters that are too notable to not be said. And that's what this video is for. My name is Ninja, let's dive into the Dragon Ball discussion. Goku's first master begins all the way back to the original Dragon Ball, and after being discovered by Grandpa Gohan, the aggressive young Goku is not an easy child to deal with. After hitting his head, however, and becoming a pure and good-spirited young child, Gohan teaches him the basics of life. He also teaches Goku the basics of martial arts, which is where all this pretty much starts. While Gohan as Goku's mentor isn't so much primarily in major martial arts, it still does teach Goku the basic skills to achieve the training later words in Dragon Ball. Next we move forward to Master Roshi, Goku's second mentor. After encountering him in the Pilaf Saga in Search of the Dragon Balls, Goku meets up with him again to train with him. Oddly enough, Roshi doesn't really give Goku and Corrin legit martial arts training. He has them do construction work, milk delivering, and other ridiculous chores that no other martial arts mentor would have them do. But deep down, all these ridiculous chores are actually used to build stamina, strength, endurance, and stuff that improves your physical body. This really does make Goku and Krillin into some of the strongest fighters on Earth. The third mentor of Goku is sort of a smaller one, but one still that should be noted. Corrin, the cat everyone loved in the Red Ribbon Army arc. Goku climbs Corrin's tower to obtain the sacred water as heard by Bora, so he can gain the speed and strength to defeat the Red Ribbon Army, and also so he can gain that extra power. After a long climb up, Goku meets Corrin, and Corrin says he'll give the water if Goku can actually get the water. This is harder than it seems, so Goku for 3 days does whatever he can to get it, but he's always unsuccessful. Corrin throws Goku's 4-star Dragon Ball down the tower, meaning Goku has to go all the way back down and up to get it. He goes through all this work, and what lectures Goku even more is that it took Roshi 3 years to do it. After 3 days, Goku finally gets it from Corrin, only to find out that the sacred water he was desiring so much is really just regular tap water. But in this hard work of getting something similar to Roshi's training, Goku built endurance, stamina, and other skills without even knowing it. The clever teaching. After that, we move on to Goku's final mentor in the original Dragon Ball, Comi, and a little bit of Mr. Popo. After defeating King Piccolo, Goku heads to Corrin's place, but is informed about Comi and the fact that he can resurrect Shenron after what King Piccolo did. This time around, it's quite fascinating, as Comi is the one who actually asked Goku to train with him to defeat Piccolo Jr. and for the evil to be ridded in the 23rd Martial Arts Tournament. This is the payback for the favor of him pretty much resurrecting Shenron and the Dragon Team. Goku's training here involves more spiritual stuff like deep meditation, facing a dull version of himself to get everything cautious. He also spends a little bit of time in the Room of Spirit and Time, but it seems to be too much for him, so he has to get out. Either way, this new type of training keeps Goku in a stronger physical position than before and gets his senses awoke spiritually. Now as we move to Dragon Ball Z, we also move towards Goku's next mentor, King Kai or Kaio-sama. Goku's journey to the Kaio is not easy, as he has to go through the long snake way, and after many days of constant running and rushing, Goku finally makes it. It's interesting as this already kind of builds up on Goku's endurance and stamina with the long way he had to run and his ability to hold his own and stay in as long as possible. But that's only the tip of the iceberg for improving. King Kai's planet has higher gravity, meaning it's pushing him down a lot more with the challenge. Goku here also practices many new techniques, and even does stuff as simple as catching a monkey, which improves his high speed considering how much slower this gravity actually is. So it would only make sense that returning to the mortal world would feel different compared to here, since it will be a lot faster and less tight and heavy. So Goku's training on King Kai's planet was very impressive, as not only did he learn these new techniques, he also learned for his body to adapt in this new gravity, so when he would return back to the mortal world, his body would move even faster and more stronger. Surprisingly, we don't get another mentor for Goku until Dragon Ball Super, and that's Wiese. Now Wiese as a mentor is unlike any other. This time he focuses more so on tapping into the power of God Ki and sticking with more traditional martial arts. He also teaches them to power up your base and make it more powerful, so that'll multiply your transformation power even more. We also get little tidbits of them lifting heavy weights to build up their strength, and the ground is constantly collapsing behind them to show the tensity and get them going to improve. This strategic training style helps Goku and Vegeta so much and puts them into the gateway of God Ki. Without this God training with Whis, Goku and Vegeta would have not been able to reach the feats that they've achieved in Super now and tap into that God power. And that's pretty much all of Goku's mentors that we've seen so far throughout the entire series of Dragon Ball. Some people have speculated that Goku will train under the Grand Priest next, and I think that'll be quite interesting to play out considering it's Whis' dad and it's pretty much a stage beyond Whis. So if that happens, that will continue the cycle more and more and it would keep it going. What do you guys think of all of Goku's mentors? I want to hear everyone's input in the comments down below. But anyways guys, thanks so much for watching. Ninja out. Peace everybody.